We've been dreaming about a 200k race in this area for about 5 years, and scouting and do a lot of riding, thousands of kilometers, thinking about something. And about 2 years ago, my old army unit, the reconnaissance unit, asked me if I would help to put a race together like this. There is just no ways that I can do a race like that. Fortunately, within the RECCE Association, I think we have roughly about 60 people pitching here as volunteers over the weekend to assist, and that includes everybody from retired generals of Special Forces Command all the way down to the toughies. The overall planning was probably about 2 years now since we started, and thinking what we're going to do and how we're going to put it together. Try to get a route that is like 100% rideable, but fairly tough, and visiting the most scenic and most nice places, beautiful places that you find in this area. The route is just over 200 kilometers and just short of 4,000 meters of elevation gain. In that process, they'll cross about 13 rivers that originate in this area and flowing in all 4 wind directions. The Highlands is on the eastern escarpment of Mpumalanga, just before you go down into the Lowveld area, 150-200 km east of Gauteng. This year's route is a clockwise, going in a clockwise direction. Next year we will do the other way around, just to make sure that we actually capture all of the beautiful areas in this region. Initially, a lot of people thought it was for recce's only, and we told them no, the recce's are too old. Most of them cannot cycle anymore. But this is just a commercial race. It's a Cycling South Africa sanctioned race, and anybody that loves a little bit of endurance and adventure will pitch up here. The way we design the route, we think we can accommodate roughly 1,000 riders at the maximum. Almost the whole of the route is quite fascinating. The first section, first 25 km, they go into an area, Elandsvallei. It's some of the most scenic farms on the highlands. Nobody has ever cycled there before. It's about 25 km of single tracks and jeep tracks going through that valley. They go into the Lakenvlei area, which is also quite seclusive and not really known to a lot of people. They go up into family farms that are 6th, 7th generation of the same family. Nobody cycled there before. And then they go up all the way to the Berg, which is the highest point in the northern part of South Africa. It's old military communications tower. And they will go all the way to the top, which is about 2,330 meters above sea level. The nature of the terrain going into the valleys, there are some very, very dangerous jeep tracks. We've marked them quite well. But nevertheless, if the riders do not listen, I'm sure there will be some serious chopper casavacs, and hopefully there will not be any. When we started this, our vision was that this must be the comrades of mountain biking, and we are still convinced that it's going to be the comrades of mountain biking.
tough but very nice. Awesome, awesome. It gets technical and the route isn't marked perfectly, but I think that's the general idea. So you have to improvise a little bit. 80k's, it's a bit after halfway for us. So enjoying, going into the night.
Having a wonderful, wonderful ride. Beautiful place out here. Really, you expect everything and a little bit more. But we'll see what the night holds.
Is nog al taai hoor. Ja, maar dat is mooi. Ik ben afval op dit point, 70 k's. Oh, nee, no nee. Ik weet net, daar is nog gehels en niet op de gang. So. Yes, I am. Yeah. Doing the whole thing. So yeah, at this stage it's fun. I don't know how much more fun it's going to get. Apparently there's a bunch of mountains.
Is it in your back?
I don't know.
I think it is
25 to the next water point.
25 to the next water point, and then about 80 to the next pit stop, where our next crate is. Warmer clothes, scenery, difficult terrain, hard climbs, perfect mountain bike race.
Yeah, it's been awesome so far. A little bit scared for what's to come, but it's all part of it. Looking forward to it.
It's pretty tough, but enjoying it.
And how far are you intending to go today?
Well, hopefully finishing it. It's all training for the 361, so we're intending on finishing it.
Do you know how many ladies are on the field?
I think I saw about 9 in the whole field.
How are the legs so far?
The legs are doing good. We've only done 73, so I think if I've been training now, I probably shouldn't have been doing this race.
How you doing, man?
Wonderful.
Are you well, man?
Can't wait for sunset. It'll be beautiful.
How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. Okay.
This is water point 4, about 125 to 140 kg into the race. It is now 20 past 5. 5 riders past this point. The first guy passed 2 hours ago. Number 6, the 6th guy is about 4 or 5 kg from here. This point closes at 12 tonight, so we'll see how many people make this. This is a cut-off. If they're not here by 12, they are withdrawn from the race. Very tough. It's hard. That's really hard. My 70 Ks. It'll be interesting.
Were the signposts quite, was it well signposted?
The first third went twice.
Okay.
The second third is much better. Certainly hope the third is the best of all. Because then obviously we're riding in the dark. Looking forward to stopping.
Very nice course, but very tough, eh? A lot of climbing. The end here, the second sort of part of it's been much better marked and stuff. We'll be over halfway, nearly there.
I'm just going to start now. I'm doing the third leg of the relay, so I'll tell you in a few hours time how it went. But so far so good, the team's doing well, so hopefully get in before 11 and can have a beer or two there.
Lovely race. We sort of chickened out doing the Jamie 3 relay, so I just did the middle one and really enjoyable, and my partner's gone off to finish.
Shit, it's hard, eh? Yeah, definitely. But we love it. We're riding Pichawa now, yesterday. But it's hard, it's really different. It's not a normal 200k, definitely not. Single track, hard, up, loose, rocks. No, it's hard, really hard, eh? But we'll get there,
We're thankful for the downhills, guys. Yes, thanks for all the downhills, eh? We appreciate it.
It's quite tired, eh? It's a very long uphill that came from that last water point in the middle of a nowhere place. It's a tough ride, but the scenery is beautiful, so it makes up for it in a way.
easily the toughest thing I've done today. Definitely. The climbs, if you weigh 100 kilos, then all the damn climbs are damn hard. So, no, downhill's excellent. Flats, good. but the uphills. So, but I'm glad we're this far. So, last stretch, and we're done. Optimistic, but still very nervous about it. I believe there's some serious climbing to be done. So let's get a proper meal in the stomach and then we'll head out.
Video's called it a day, eh?
Well, we're doing the 140, so that was the plan. We planned the race and raced the plan. Yeah,
So you finished, eh?
Yeah, we finished. That's why we can relax a bit now, eh?
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Not 200 kilometer that. I mean, now. Stupid, man.
As jy na rat is, as jy na rat bly.
Is dit? Ja.
tough, eh? Ah, great. Excellent challenge. Get it over. I'll think about it. Some more training on. Definitely, yeah. No, that's everything. That's activities, forest sort of riding, travel checks. No, brilliant. Really.
I knew coming into this it was going to be hard, but it was an exceptional race. The terrain was amazing. I think there was a good mix between difficult stuff, just like easy roads to get the miles ticking over. So yeah, it was awesome. If you compare it to the 361 and Trans-Proviance, it's one of the harder races. There's a lot of climbing to do here. The terrain's also very tough, like it's hard on your upper body, a lot of rocks and stuff. So I would say if you compare to those two, I would say it's the hardest one. My folks were here, they got to the two checkpoints where we had the crates at 75 and 125 k's. That's amazing just to see someone you know there and just to hand you a quick cup or something to drink. It just like cheers you up so much if you're feeling a bit low. I enjoy the longer stuff in this area. It's just amazing. I would advise anyone to come and do it. But just bear in mind it is 200 k's. It's never easy doing 200 k's. But yeah, no, I would recommend this for anyone.